Well, here we are on YouTube, the best place on the planet. You can lay your head next to us while we soothe your audio ears with our gentle and carefully guided reviews and reactions. So,
yes,
you're welcome.
Nathan, I'm excited. We're going to react to my favorite comedian of all time.
It's not Robin Williams.
Oh,
no. Robbie Williams. I don't know. I've never even seen Robbie Williams. I've heard of him. Every time I think of it, I'm like, stupid name. Why would you use that name? But I've never actually.
It's probably his name in real
his
life.
Actual name. Yeah.
How dare he? Yeah. There's only one Robin Williams in the world. Yeah. Well, not only is it Robbie Williams, I too don't know who he is. We've got our chat here that he's from the UK. I think I even knew that much. I know what he looks like. I don't know why I know what he looks like, but I do know what he looks like. I bet you there's a song we probably know but don't know that we know it. It's one of those artists. Like if you were to hear, yeah, because I know he's not Small Potatoes.
Yeah,
like he's fairly popular. So before people get asked, you guys never, yes. I just had somebody on my old channel, Nathan, my first channel, react.
Okay.
People are still commenting. It's funny. Somebody commented on a Genesis song, and not even one of their bigger songs. It said, "I can't believe you never heard the song." And I'm like, why does everyone always think that? Why do people think that they're
It's not that everyone does. It's that you get worked up about the ones that do.
Hey, don't use the word. I get worked up about being told I got worked up. That's what I get worked up about.
Sorry. You get triggered.
No. Different word.
Does that trigger it as well?
Well, triggered. Everyone gets triggered in the sense like I respond. There's a response. Like emotionally, I'm okay. However, remember, I'm aware, but I don't care. Meaning, like so, like I'm aware of the situation. I find it fascinating and baffling. I'm baffled by it. So it's the same way a scientist could be baffled by a phenomenon of the black hole situation. Doesn't mean they're bothered. They're just like, why is this thing happening? I don't get why this happens. So that's what it is for me. It's just I don't understand how people, fellow human beings, really believe that everything they witness and experience in life, everyone else does. So I'm not triggered. I'm not upset. It doesn't bother me. However, I am baffled and bewildered. And that actually fascinates me to a degree that people truly believe that everyone's experiences are the same. Anyways.
Yeah.
So he said, I can't believe you haven't heard this song before, but done in such a way that you could tell that it was really troubling for him. That I wrote back, well, my wife hasn't heard it either, and neither has my best friend. So there's 3 people now. I can guarantee you. I guarantee if I went to my wife and said, have you heard the song Mama from Genesis? Oh, yes, of course, Ryan. I've heard.
Oh, yeah, of course, Ryan. How dare you ask?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I just want to be clear that I find it fascinating, but my emotional state is actually makes me laugh more than anything. But I'm still I'm befuddled and buffled. I'm buffled. Oh, that's a new word I created. Okay, Nathan, we got a request from. You ready? Somebody paid for this. Somebody actually paid for us to react to things. So this is Robbie Williams, and this is a good situation here because Robbie Williams is performing with Taylor Swift, somebody, of course, that we have seen many times. And this is a song called Angels. It's by Robbie Williams. It features Taylor Swift. This is from Anastasia, our favorite Disney adopted princess. Adopted Disney princess, sorry. From her Reputation tour. So this might have been one of those guest spots, you could say.
Right. Yeah, I think we watched quite a few appear on that tour.
Right. So Robbie was one of them. Wembley Stadium. Anytime most of her guest stars came on, they were in awe of the size of her crowds and their enthusiasm. But this is the only performance I saw where Taylor's mouth literally dropped open a couple times due to the incredible reaction Robbie Williams received. Oh, yeah, because he's probably from the UK. I think he's fairly big there. So he's a national hero, like a national, like a celebrity hero. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see that she's like, oh, yeah, there's people that are bigger in other countries. Not necessarily bigger than her, but he probably got what they call you ever heard the wrestling term, Nathan, when the crowd pops? You heard that term?
I don't watch wrestling. I'm sorry.
But you do, but if I were to tell you that a crowd pops, what do you think that means?
They lose their minds?
Yeah, like so when let's say there's a wrestler in the ring getting the crap beat out of them, like, oh, who's going to save him? And then The Hogan comes down the aisle and the crowd goes, ah! That's when a crowd pops. So that's probably what the crowd did here. When Robbie came out, the crowd popped. All right. You're the director. Well,
learned something new today. There we go.
Well, yeah. Sorry that it bothered you that I told you the meaning of a crowd
it's
pop.
Oh, jeepers. Yeah. Talk about being triggered. Okay, here we go.
She offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Down the waterfall.
Oh, it's like a tease or something.
Sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're great and old?
Is this a Robbie Williams song?
I think so.
I've been told that salvation lets the wings unfold.
Wow, that's big pop. Big pop, see?
So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head. Come on! Everywhere. Oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life
right.
So here's what I think.
Uh-oh.
Because this is Robbie Williams' first time reaction for both of us.
I think so.
And that's kind of the crossover we're getting here. Robbie Williams, Taylor Swift. We're introduced to Taylor Swift, and we definitely know a whole lot more about Taylor Swift than we did, 6 months ago. He kind of strikes me as like a combo of Elton John and George Michael.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Oh, well, yeah, I totally got Elton John vibes. And yeah, it's like Elton John if he was handsome. No, I'm joking. People are going to get mad at me. People are going to get mad at me. Here we go. Oh, boy. All the UK fans are going to get so mad at me. Oh, no, I'm just joking. Elton John's a lovely. He's a very, very handsome dwarf. So, Nathan, what? He's a beardless.
We're talking
dwarf.
about Robbie Williams.
Oh, sorry.
Robbie Williams.
Okay. I love Elton, by the way. I love him. He's so good. Okay. In fact, there's a lot of Elton we don't know, by the way, but I love him.
There's a ton. I know all the greatest hits, but like,
sure, yeah, Yellow Brick Road and all that. Okay, so yeah, I've definitely never heard the song before. I don't know why I know what Robbie looks like. Probably just from I don't know, pop culture on my Twitter feed or something. I just knew his face. He's our age, by the way. Like he's a year and a half older. He's 49 right now. We're both just shy of 48.
Okay,
yeah,
that I did not.
Yeah.
I assumed he was this young, up and coming, star.
No, he's been around for a while. That's the thing. He was in a boy band for a while there, and then he went solo. So just he's kind of like our age Harry, you could say. Like he was in a boy band, went solo. He's been doing this for a long time. He's got like 14 albums. He's a very established artist. So I'll say this. So if the idea of a crossover performance or video for us to react to is, I assume Anastasia, I would assume Anastasia gave this to us. She already knows that we're Taylor Swift fans, and this was really she was very much in the background of the song. She started it, but then Robbie surprised everyone, did the rest of it more or less. I'm wondering if Anastasia, that was her idea, was to give us a Robbie introduction. So if that's the case, that song was I really like that song. And it's a very, obviously the crowd knew it. They were singing along right away. It's what probably I would assume it's probably Robbie's one of his biggest hits. I wouldn't mind hearing now the original studio version, the studio version. So if somebody wants to request that, we'll do it, because that's what I was going to say is that was a good enough song and performance by Robbie that I would be very interested, because obviously the guy could sing live. So I'd be very interested to see more of it. I thought that was a very well put together composition. What do you think?
I did too. It is a good way to introduce us, is what I thought as I was listening to this. I'm like, oh, okay, I could hear more of this. Like I say, there's enough crossover to other artists that I'm familiar with. I do want to mention the George Michael vibes that I got. Like I know that. Oh, that's great. Well, I'll just talk to myself now. Hey there, self. I'm not sure if I'll continue or if Ryan just, I don't know, tripped over his internet or what's going on. Hey there, everybody. It's just me and Ryan. There he is.
Just Nathan, got to keep going. I promise.
I did keep going.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's my stupid Wi-Fi at the hotel. Okay, keep going.
Wow, it like kicked you off it. Like,
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I think that's a big part of that. I'm almost like, I'm hoping for a new George Michael, and maybe that's who will fill that spot, because George Michael, when he passed, that was a big deal for me.
Oh yeah.
He was such an influential artist on, like, I remember you giving me George Michael like mixtapes,
Oh yeah.
And we were both quite like, we loved it. We loved that music. Just because I don't know, he just seemed to have that feel. And as he started to fall from grace over time, it just seemed like people don't realize what a great star he was. And anyway,
yeah.
So it's like George Michael's replacement, I guess, for me. But I'd like to hear more to get to know Robbie Williams more. So yeah,
me too. Yeah. So if Anastasia, that was your goal for us as reactors, to hear a new artist, mission succeeded, accomplished. We would love to hear more Robbie.
Yes, please, we would.
Yeah. Rest in peace to both George Michael and Elton John. Rest in peace to both of you. And
Elton John's dead?
Yeah, he died last year.
He did?
No.
Like, how did I?
How'd you?
You could have kept going with that, and
I
would've believed
know.
you.
So that's like
That's how
gaslighting.
much
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually-
yeah. You
That's
know.
how much I pay attention. Anyway, thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next one.